Hi, hello, my friends. When a woman is attracted to you, she doesn't always say it directly. She doesn't always confess it in words or gestures that are easy to read. Instead, her energy begins to change around you, and if you pay attention, you'll feel it long before she ever says a thing. You'll notice how her presence feels different, how she becomes more aware of you, how she carries herself a little softer, how her energy almost wraps around you without even trying. Attraction in its purest form isn't always loud, it's quiet. It's a frequency that only the right heart can recognize. Her eyes will linger, but not in an obvious way. There's a certain peace in the way she looks at you, like she's trying to understand something about you that words can't explain. You'll feel her energy through the small pauses, through the softness in her voice, and even in the silence that doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore. It's the kind of silence that speaks volumes, that tells you there's something real forming between you. Energy speaks before words, and when you're tuned into it, you'll always hear it clearly. When a woman is drawn to you, her entire being responds. Her energy becomes more open, her movements become more fluid, and her focus naturally shifts toward you. She doesn't need to pretend or perform, it just happens. You'll notice her laughter becomes easier when you're around. She listens with intent. Her body language aligns with yours without her even realizing it. It's a kind of unconscious connection, a dance between two souls recognizing each other. And though nothing might be said out loud, everything meaningful is being communicated. Energy doesn't need validation, it needs awareness. Too often, people look for proof, a compliment, a message, an action, but real attraction doesn't always come wrapped in clear evidence. It's something you feel deep in your chest, in the calmness of her presence. A woman who is attracted to you will create a space that feels different, safe, warm, and inviting. It's not about seduction or charm, it's about resonance. Her soul leans toward yours because it recognizes something familiar, something honest. What makes this energy so powerful is its authenticity. It can't be faked or forced. When she's around someone she truly feels drawn to, she doesn't need to think about what to say or how to act. Her energy naturally expresses what her words cannot. That's why people often say chemistry is everything. Chemistry isn't physical touch, it's emotional recognition. It's that moment when two energies align effortlessly, when being near each other feels both exciting and peaceful at the same time. You'll know she's attracted to you not by how often she talks, but by how deeply she listens. She'll remember small details about your stories. She'll ask about things that matter to you. Her presence will feel attentive but never invasive. It's because, on an energetic level, she's already connected to you. She wants to understand what makes you you. Her curiosity isn't surface level, it's soulful. The truth is, you can't fake energy. You can fake words, actions, even affection, but energy is always honest. It carries intention, it exposes emotion, and when a woman's energy begins to mirror yours, when her emotions seem to align effortlessly with your mood, that's when you know something deeper is happening. It's not infatuation, it's recognition. Her soul recognizing yours. You'll feel her attraction in the way she makes you feel about yourself. You'll feel it in her comfort, in her patience, in the gentle pauses that don't demand attention. Sometimes she won't even realize she's expressing it. It just flows out of her. The way she talks softer when it's just the two of you. The way her eyes find yours across a crowded room. The way her laughter seems to echo differently when you're the one who made her smile. Energy is pure truth. When words are uncertain and actions are cautious, energy reveals what's real. That's why it's so important to be present, to feel rather than just observe, because attraction isn't always visible, it's vibrational. It happens beneath the surface, in the quiet, sacred space where two souls begin to meet before their minds even understand what's happening. When a woman's energy shifts around you, it's her way of speaking a language that only emotional awareness can hear. And if you listen, really listen, you'll know that her heart has already started whispering your name long before her lips ever will. When a woman is truly drawn to you, her attention becomes her love language. You'll notice it not through extravagant gestures or loud expressions, but through the way she focuses on you, completely, intentionally, and quietly. Her attention is her energy in motion, her way of saying you matter, without ever having to put it into words. She'll begin to tune into you, not just hearing your words, but listening between them. She'll notice the small things, the way you pause before speaking, the tone you use when you're tired, the light in your eyes when you're passionate about something. Her curiosity becomes her way of showing care. She'll ask questions that reveal her interest not only in what you do, but in who you are. She'll want to know your story, not the version you tell the world, but the one you keep quiet. She'll ask about your dreams, your fears, the things that make you come alive. Her attention isn't about control or obsession, it's about connection. When a woman is attracted to you, she doesn't just want to be near you. She wants to understand you. That's the beauty of feminine attraction. It's emotional, spiritual, and intuitive all at once. You'll start to feel it in the way she remembers the smallest details. You'll mention something in passing, maybe a memory, a favorite song, or a goal you're working toward. And later, she'll bring it up again. That's her way of telling you she listens, that your words don't just pass through her, they stay with her. Her attention is deep, deliberate, and meaningful. It's her form of affection, a silent promise that says, I see you, I value you, I care about your world. When she gives you her attention, she's giving you something sacred, her time and her energy. In a world full of distractions, attention is love. She's not scrolling through her phone when you're talking. She's looking at you, listening, feeling the energy between you. It's her way of being present, and presence is the deepest form of attraction. It's how she tells you, I'm here with you. Right now, nothing else matters. This kind of attention can't be faked. It's not performative or forced. You'll know it's real because it feels peaceful. Her energy feels soft, grounded, and genuine. She's not trying to impress you. She's simply being drawn toward you, naturally and effortlessly. You'll see it in how her energy aligns with yours, how her emotions seem to reflect your mood, how she starts to think of you without even trying. Her attention becomes an extension of her feelings. Sometimes this attention shows up in the most subtle ways. She'll check in when you least expect it, not because she feels obligated to, but because she genuinely wonders how you're doing. She'll celebrate your wins and offer quiet support when you're struggling. Her consistency is her confession. When she's invested in you emotionally, she doesn't disappear. She stays, even when things aren't perfect. That's how women express attraction, not through constant words, but through sustained presence. A woman's attention is also deeply intuitive. She'll pick up on what you're not saying. She'll feel when something's off, even if you try to hide it. That's because when she's emotionally connected, she begins to sense your energy as if it's part of her own. She doesn't need explanations, she simply knows. Her awareness becomes almost spiritual, a kind of emotional empathy that connects her to you beyond words. If you want to understand a woman's attraction, don't just listen to what she says. Pay attention to how she pays attention. Notice how she leans in when you speak, how she maintains eye contact, how her energy feels open and safe around you. These are signs of genuine connection. She's not calculating her responses or playing games. She's being present. Her energy communicates authenticity, and authenticity is where attraction truly lives. In a world where everyone seeks validation through attention, a woman who gives you her focus gives you something rare. She's showing you trust. She's showing you emotional investment. Her mind might be busy, her life might be full, but when you have her attention, it means you've touched something deeper in her. A space that not everyone gets access to. And remember, a woman's attention isn't about control or possession. It's about resonance. She feels something in your presence that aligns with her spirit. She's drawn to the peace you bring, the stability you offer, or the strength she senses within you. That's what her energy responds to, the emotional vibration you create together. So, when a woman is attracted to you, don't rush to hear the words. Watch her attention instead, because attention is love in motion. It's energy taking form. It's her heart reaching out before her lips ever do. Her attention tells you what her heart already knows, that something about you makes her feel alive, seen, and understood. And that, more than any confession, is how you'll know her attraction is real. When a woman feels safe with you, everything about her begins to soften. Her tone, her energy, her body language. They all shift without her even realizing it. Safety is the soil in which attraction grows for a woman. It's not the loudest man who captures her heart, but the one whose presence quiets her mind. When she feels emotionally protected, her true self begins to unfold like a flower that finally feels the warmth of the sun. Safety is not just about physical security. It's about emotional presence, the ability to make her feel seen without judgment, heard without interruption, and valued without condition. When she senses that with you, she starts to let her guard down. Her laughter becomes freer, her words become more vulnerable. Her energy transforms from guarded to open. It's a sacred kind of intimacy that doesn't need to be rushed or forced. It just happens naturally when she feels your calm energy surrounding her. A woman's softness is not weakness, it's trust. It's her spirit saying, I can be at ease here. So many women live in defense mode, strong because they have to be, guarded because they've been hurt, quiet because they've been misunderstood. But when she meets a man whose energy feels safe, her strength doesn't disappear. It relaxes. She no longer feels the need to protect herself. Her softness, which the world might never have seen, begins to emerge. And that softness is where true attraction begins to deepen. You'll notice her energy change around you. Her tone becomes warmer, her eyes hold yours longer. She becomes more expressive, more genuine, more radiant. That glow you see, that light in her, is her energy responding to emotional safety. She's not performing, she's simply being. Because safety gives her permission to be herself fully, unfiltered, unguarded, and real. When she feels safe, the conversations change too. She'll start to open up about her dreams, her fears, her pain. She'll share stories she's never told before. And she won't do this because she's trying to impress you, but because she feels that you'll hold her truth with care. Emotional safety invites vulnerability, and vulnerability is the highest form of emotional intimacy. It's her way of saying, I trust you enough to let you see me. Safety doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to have all the answers or never make mistakes. What matters is consistency, your ability to stay grounded even when things get hard. A woman doesn't need a flawless man, she needs a steady one, someone who listens more than he reacts, someone whose presence calms storms rather than creates them. When she feels your calmness, she mirrors it. Her anxiety fades, her tension loosens, and her energy flows in harmony with yours. The more she feels emotionally secure, the deeper her attraction grows. It's not because of what you say, but because of how you make her feel. Safety allows her femininity to bloom. She becomes more nurturing, more playful, more affectionate. Her energy becomes light yet powerful, like a gentle wave that washes over you. That's what happens when a woman feels safety. She glows differently. You can see it in her eyes, the sparkle that wasn't there before. You can feel it in her presence, the ease, the comfort, the peace. That's her energy opening up, slowly wrapping around yours in quiet connection. She won't need to say, I like you. Her entire aura will tell you. The softness, the calm, the joy in her voice, they all reveal her attraction. When a woman doesn't feel safe, her energy will tell you that too. She'll be distant, guarded, analytical. Her laughter will sound controlled, her responses cautious. But when she feels safe, everything changes. Her laughter becomes spontaneous, her touch becomes natural, and her presence feels warm and magnetic. She stops thinking so much and starts feeling again. That's when you know you've reached her at a soul level. Emotional safety is not created through promises, it's created through consistency. It's built in small moments. How you speak to her when she's upset, how you react when she's vulnerable, how you treat her when no one's watching. These moments tell her whether you're safe to open up to or not. And once she decides that she is, her energy begins to reflect her trust in you. When you see a woman in her softness, smiling with ease, speaking from her heart, resting in her feminine energy, know that it's not accidental. It's because she feels safe. You've given her a space where she doesn't have to perform, where she can just be. That's the highest form of attraction, when her energy flows toward you not because of pressure, but because of peace. So, if you ever wonder how to tell if a woman truly feels drawn to you, don't look for signs of desire, look for signs of peace. If she feels calm, if she feels herself, if she feels at ease, that's attraction at its purest. Because safety doesn't just create connection, it creates devotion. When a woman feels safe in your presence, her soul begins to trust yours. And once that happens, her energy won't just soften, it will stay. When a woman feels connected to you, her presence becomes her confession. She won't always need to speak it. She won't always need to explain it, but you'll feel it in how she shows up. Consistently, softly, completely. Real attraction doesn't always announce itself with words. It lingers quietly in her energy, in the way she exists around you. You'll sense it in how she stays just a little longer, how she listens just a little deeper, how her eyes hold yours with that quiet, knowing that says, I'm here. Presence is her way of saying everything without saying anything. When a woman feels drawn to you, she becomes present, not distracted, not divided, but emotionally attuned to the moment. She pays attention not just to what you say, but to who you are when you say it. She studies your silence, your gestures, your rhythm. You'll notice she stops rushing through moments with you. Time slows down because she's invested. Her energy is right there, meeting yours in full awareness. And this is something that can't be faked. You can sense the difference between someone who's simply there and someone who's with you. A woman who's connected to you will feel like stillness in a noisy world. When she's around you, she's not checking her phone, not glancing around. She's locked in. Even if she's quiet, her body language softens. Her shoulders relax. Her breathing sinks to the moment. She's not performing, she's aligned. Her presence becomes her message. The more she connects, the more her energy starts to harmonize with yours. She mirrors you unconsciously, the tilt of her head, the pace of her speech, the tone of her laughter. This isn't imitation, it's resonance. Her spirit is matching your frequency because connection is an energetic conversation before it's ever a verbal one. You speak through body, emotion, and energy. And when she's drawn to you, she'll respond with presence, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You'll notice how her presence feels like calm. The room doesn't change, but the energy does. You find yourself breathing easier, smiling without reason, and feeling more grounded. That's the power of presence. It shifts the atmosphere. A woman's energy can fill a space without effort. And when she's drawn to you, that energy wraps around you like a soft current. You don't have to chase it or control it, you simply feel it. Sometimes her connection will show through silence. It's not that she has nothing to say, it's that she doesn't need words to feel close. You can sit together in quiet, and somehow it feels like a conversation. That's the beauty of emotional connection. It transcends dialogue. Her presence becomes enough. You can sense her emotions through her stillness, through her eyes, through the comfort she brings without trying. That's when you know it's not attraction built on appearances or charm, it's something deeper. Presence also reveals intention. A woman who's truly drawn to you makes space for you. She shows up even when it's inconvenient, not out of obligation but desire. She wants to share energy with you, to exchange ideas, laughter, moments. You become part of her emotional rhythm. She doesn't force connection, she nourishes it through time and consistency. That's what makes her presence powerful. It's steady, not scattered. When she's around you, her energy feels grounded. You'll feel it in how she looks at you. Eyes that don't wander, focus that doesn't fade. It's her way of saying, I see you. And when a woman truly sees you, you'll feel it in your spirit, because real connection isn't about being seen by her eyes, it's about being seen by her soul. The more you're together, the more her energy learns you, your moods, your habits, your emotions. She'll start to sense when you're off balance or when something's weighing on you. She'll respond not with judgment, but with care. Her presence becomes healing. Sometimes she doesn't even have to say a word. Her being there is enough to calm your chaos. That's what emotional presence does. It restores balance. Presence is intimacy in motion. It's her way of holding you without touch, of speaking to you without sound. You'll know she's connected to you when being near her feels like peace, not adrenaline, not performance, but quiet alignment. That's the kind of attraction that doesn't fade, because it's not based on excitement, it's built on depth. You'll feel her presence linger even when she's gone. You'll replay her laugh in your mind. Remember the way she looked at you. Feel her energy long after she's left the room. That's because her energy has intertwined with yours. Presence leaves an imprint, one that words can't erase. So when a woman's presence becomes consistent, calm, and nurturing, that's your sign. She doesn't have to chase you or declare anything. Her energy says it all. You matter. You're safe. I'm here. And when a woman offers you her full presence, she's offering the purest expression of connection, her undivided energy, her trust, her truth. That's the moment you realize that attraction isn't found in what's said or shown. It's found in the quiet between moments, in her presence that feels like home.